Welcome back to World Tradition, my friends. All my subscribers, all my viewers, all my people who comment on my page. Thank you so much. And if you are joining me for the first time, welcome. Welcome home. You are home when you're on this channel. You are yourself. You can be yourself. Yeah, man. Today I'm going to be talking about our patois, our Jamaican dialects. Yes, Patois. And it is a French word, and the meaning is language spoken by the common people of a particular region. Some people call it vernacular, some people call it dialect. Um, it's also called a jargon, um, or an informal pattern of speech. But whatever they want to call it, my love, I feel a language, and we are all on pancriminality. We who came from the African continent came with our different languages. Wherever part of the world you come from, you have a language and you have to communicate. So we black people who came from Africa, we had our own languages, our native languages, but they uprooted us, brought us to different places through the transatlantic slave trade, which is also called the Middle Passage. So that is how some of us lost our language. And then those people didn't bring it down, they didn't try to pass it down, pass on the tradition, so it got lost. I don't know if they lose it as sea or they lose it, but then lose it. Now, I have a disclaimer because you read different things about us Jamaicans and you don't know which one is true. But I'm just gonna give you a little tidbits of some of the things I read. It is commonly believed that most of the Jamaican people came from Ghana. I always had a problem with that because I noticed the Ghanaians that I know, and I know a lot of Ghanaians, they are more laid back and quiet and reserved. They are more phlegmatic people, you know. I think we identify more with the Nigerians because I've watched the movies, several movies from Nigeria. Also, I've been there and I see the attitude of the people, the way they speak and everything. The only thing is different with some of them is when they speak the Yoruba or the Igbo. But to me, we identify more with them. That is one thing. Also, I heard that we came from different parts of Africa. Ghana was just that is another argument. That is another theory. We 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 we, we came from different parts of West Africa, different parts of Africa, and Ghana was the port. But some of us actually came from Ghana though. But people came from other parts of Africa, right? People came from Kenya and other places. So we have to conclude that Jamaicans are a mix of different people. You understand? Because East Africa you have Kenya, Uganda and other countries, and in West Africa you have Cameroon, Nigeria, Guinea, Senegal, and all them other countries. Right? And when you look at the language pattern for these people, you know that in Ghana they speak Tree, Akan, Dagbe, and Iwi. In Guinea they speak Falu, Kizi, Susu. Senegal they speak Wolof and French. Nigeria they have many languages, over 200, but tonight I can only give you three. Those are the ones I'm familiar with, like the Yoruba, the Igbo, and the Oza. That's all I know for now. That's all I can tell you for now. But people come from different parts of Africa. So Jamaica was ruled by the Portuguese for a short while. Then the Spanish took us over. Then um, the English. So with a mix of all of that, because even some of the Spanish words are mixed into the Patois, right? Some Portuguese words and the African words mixed together. So that's how we got this sweet, exquisite Patois, right? So whether they want to say it is informal or what, we created that language and I love it and I will embrace it and I will not let anybody put me down because of my language because I love it so much. And I believe parents from Jamaica must teach their children the Patois because you have the Jews have the Yiddish where they speak, you have the Italians have the broken Italian language, then you have the this other country. Even the English people they have the Cockney, and everybody have the little little side language, right? I did a class in college one time where they um we talk about Spanglish and Ebonics, right? So everybody have a little way that they speak, and we're not going to down anybody and try to make people feel bad. Listen, language is a nice thing, and whatever you say, as long as other people understand you, I don't see anything wrong with that. You understand? So don't let anybody put it on because of your language, right? Wherever you come from, just do your thing, and you might not have gone to college, you might not be versed in the English language, but don't let anybody make you feel inferior to them because none of us are better than the other. None of us are superior and none of us are inferior. Always remember that. No better Erin, no better barrel. We are all people and we're capable of the same good and the same evil. So I'm nobody put it down because of your language. Right? I'm in love with Patois. I love it so much. Right? So I also heard that Jamaica was a place where they sent the rebellious slaves. And like say you're in Virginia or you're in Brazil and you start a rebellion, they send it to Jamaica because I guess the slave drivers in Jamaica were tougher. But listen, although they were tougher, the Jamaican people are not play because when other country people take things like just take it what they take what they were offered, Jamaicans tell you how they want to be served. We are some really, really, really unique people. Hmm? As much as the island is very small, but we are on the map. Everywhere you go, you're going to find a Jamaican, you're going to find like a patois here, there, and everywhere. So this is how we get the patois from that, the different mix, right? The different mix of people. And then when we come together now, we come up with this patois. Now, another thing I noticed when I was at school, the Creole, which is a broken French, is a 4 credit class at your college. 4 credit class. So if that is a 4 credit class, that means that your dialect is not so bad after all. It's not so bad after all. So like I said earlier, don't let anybody try to make you feel bad because of the way you speak. I have noticed that you have some people who come from different parts of Europe, different parts of the world, even some African countries. People come to America and the people them speak fluent English, the Queen's English. But just because they have an accent and language, they are two different things. So even if the person speak in their accent and they speak in English, what is their problem? You not see no problem in that. You just listen very well and they have the diction together. It is really good, but because you're looking for somebody to ridicule and want to put down people and belittle people, you try to tell them, oh, I didn't hear you. You well and hear. You hear everything what them say. You understand? We know the patois can be, I'm talking about patois now. You know, the patois can be a little bit difficult for people who speak English all their life to understand. But don't expect people who come here late to sound like you. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you don't understand the patois, we don't understand your Ebonics either. Or we don't understand what you're saying either when you're saying, but we're not ridiculing. We want to talk like you. We want to understand it so we can communicate. Because if you speak Spanglish and me speak Patois and we can understand each other, you know how nice that would be? That would be so, so nice. So let us learn to respect each other and not try to hurt each other because of the way we speak. Because God is not a God of sameness, He's a God of variety. So when we come and fix up the variety, man, that nice, you know, that is so, 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 so nice. So we just want to talk a little bit more about this patois, right? English is our standard language in Jamaica because the last country that ruled us were English, right? And I want to ask a question. Who says English is the language to the whole world? English is just one of the many languages. It just happened that we are living in a country that is an English speaking country. But that does not mean because people can't manage the English, we must let them feel bad or feel less than. You know what I'm saying? Because the older Jamaicans don't know much English either, you know. And the younger generation don't know the English. Some of these people didn't even go to school. So it's the patois they know. And they verse in the patois, even though some of them can't manage it when they hear certain words, they can't manage it. So, you know, they say it differently. But we understand them quite well. We who know the English very well, we understand them quite well. You understand what I'm saying? And according to cultural relativity, we have to respect everybody, their culture, their language, whatever they are doing. We have to respect it, whether we like it or not. We have to, you know, treat people with respect. Now, there are some words in the English language that they give a little trouble. They are like these words kind of give us a little trouble. Like words like center, CNTR and CNTRE, right? So yes, the English language is not so easy. Like bouquet, it ends with a T. You understand what I'm saying? Check, CHEQUE and CHECK. So you see what I'm saying? It's not so easy. So sometimes we have a little problem with the words and how you pronounce them. No, I'm never going to want to up my dear. One day me in a church I talk about marriage and you know, married people have to compromise, they have to be willing to compromise. So me I talk about my compromise, but because compromise I know well, you hear the word compromise but I never know how it's spelled, right? Because when me see the word, you know, me realize that it spells COMPROMISE. And me say a compromise. Anyway, I saw me say, instead of saying compromise, me say compromise. Me say the people that laugh after me, you see. The people that laugh with the scan. And it took me a while, you know, maybe like a couple weeks to realize, so well, then I made them laugh after I hear the word. And I see it now, and I say, oh, I saw it spell. You understand? Because sometimes you say words and you don't really quite know the spelling, you know. You understand? Then laugh after me, then laugh after me. And you know, so none of them people that never come to me and say, you know, you said the wrong thing, or you pronounce the word wrong. And I always correct people when we know say them I do something wrong, especially if I know them very well. I catch them to the corner and I tell them, say, well, the word, answer the word pronounce. You understand? But listen, sometimes you hear people pronounce word like the word divorce. Some people say divorce. I same thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. Or some other words that them say and pronounce it differently. There's nothing wrong with that. But we always want to find ways to make people feel bad. But me never that pay them in mind. Then now, my daughter wrote a paper and she was trying to get somebody to proofread the paper. And she was talking, one of the words was paradigm. And the person was were proofreading say, I mean, no, my daughter said, a paradigm. I read. And the man said, you mean paradigm? Can you see how them have the word them so complicated? Because I remember I know most of the English words, come from other words. So, you use that setting and confuse people. And then I try to confuse people, and when you not spell it good, I pronounce it good, no, then laugh after you. But the words are complicated for true. And there are some other people now who hear the English word and hear good and go use the word and make people laugh after them. And I say, yeah, you're pronouncing it wrong. Yeah, I said the wrong thing entirely. You understand what I'm saying? What me love me patois, and I will tell you some of the word them we Jamaican masticate, mash it up, chew it up, bite it up. You know why? Me not blame the people that masticate the language because of them can push English pan way. We never tell them say we want no, and them can push it pan way, so take one and get. On a lucky we never swallow it, we only bite it up. Anyway, this is one of the word. Description and prescription. Now, my daughter says she drive and she hear somebody call her and she said she know the voice, so she turned back. And when she look, she say her friend, I said, my God, you know how long me I look for you, my girl? A long time me I look for you, because my daughter was out of town for about a year. Um, me say, police a lock me up the other day about me fit prescription. A man will rob woman. And I said, no man, me not fit no prescription man. So my daughter said, you mean description? You mean, yeah man, me say me not fit no prescription man. Me not. And then my daughter said description, him still has a prescription. Him not fit no prescription. Me say, well, all when my daughter tell me, say, man, me pop up with laugh. Because, hey, without people like them, we wouldn't have nothing to laugh about. And this a place that's so stressful. Then another girl now give me a story one day and I tell me how she put money in the bank and how when she check the bank account later online she realized that the money not going to the bank. Cause imagine to sometime when you put your money in a bank and you not check it you not check online. So she said she called at the bank and tell them, so listen, me put some money in the bank today and me notice, me not see it reflect in my account. So what happened? So she said, it late now, but me coming to the bank tomorrow. And them said them we take care of it. So here to me now. Me not lose my $200 because of the teller stupability. Me say, what you say? Me say, me not lose my money because of the teller stupability. Man, me say, I nearly pop up with laugh. Me laugh, But then me tell her, I say, another, that's the word, is not right. It's stupidity, not stupability. Because like me say, sometimes you hear a word and you not hear good, and you want to say the right thing, but you end up messing it up, right? Then another word where we mess up a lot is the word ask. You ask her? Go ask her now. Go ask her. We say that word all the time and we mess it up. Then my son was on the train now And this Jamaican girl, you know, Jamaican people love when them attack them talk loud, like they want everybody to hear them. I say. She know, she know not realize that she has said the wrong word, so it sounds very, very bad for who know the right word. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of sit down over the other side and the woman just a galang and just a galang and yeah, no? Me don't want a Jamaican, me don't want a more Jamaican man because them are opportunities. And she said about 3 or 4 times because she want everybody to hear her and you know she have this man and the man now no want work and just sit down home and you know I fear a problem that she know she come from train and I thought that from and I embarrass herself. Me don't want no more Jamaican man because of my opportunities. Boy, my son saying laughing, 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 laughing. And then when he might tell me now, me nearly pop up too with laugh. You understand? Because you see, you have to be careful with all your settings. And an opportunity is an opportunist. No. There's this lady now, poor old lady in a church, you know, happy. And she had testified about the goodness of the Lord. So she greeted the pastor and his wife and the people, them, the ministers and everything. And then she said, and I also greet the stinking guests them and the rostrum. I distinguish once and but the poor thing couldn't manage the distinguish. So she said the stinking guests them and the rostrum. Lord Jesus. You know the church pop up door. You know the church over. Cause you know people are gonna laugh. People are gonna laugh because some of the biggest bloopers happen in a church. They are gonna laugh. You understand? So these are some of the words where we mess up. Then one lady I tell me about, you know, when you manipulate people or so, you know. Yeah man, I saw them manipulate. Manipulate. I try manipulate me. Eh? And I try to manipulate me. Manipulate me. Yeah, man, sometimes, you know, you hear things and, you know, you're good. Then, you know, there's something called blood transfusion. This girl has a blood confusion. A blood confusion. Then get one blood confusion. No, sir. Then somebody goes say one time. God, everything me write down, you know, because from the ear, them me write them down. Somebody say, you don't want to apologize, right? So, man. Instead of saying, me don't want to apologize from you, no, me don't want to apologize from you. I same thing. No, sir. Then my uncle know in a pasa, the one of them called Frank in a pasa, and my mother brother, you know, hear him. Yeah, he'll abuse me, man. Yeah, he'll abuse me. And I abuse again, and he'll abuse. Yeah, he'll abuse. No, sir. No, sir. Then you have another word, certificate. Certificate. Yeah, a lot of Jamaican, especially the older people, them, they will say certificate. But we know what them I say, so we don't need to ridicule them and make them feel bad. You know, if we can correct them, if somebody way you know well, you can correct them and say to the corner, you know, and just say, no man, I'm a certificate, a certificate. You understand? People will appreciate that, you know, when you try to correct them in a nice way. Then this girl now, instead of saying immune system, she say unknown system. But like me say, you correct them in the right way so them can understand where the word means, what the word is actually. Then shrimp, shrimp. A lot of people say swims, pepper swims. Eh? By Pona swims the a shrimp, I want to say no. But we understand what they're saying, so we don't have to put them down, right? Well, some other words too, you know. Yes, like this man is he is very good in the English language, but sometimes you mess up a word. You want to say a word, but the other word sounds so close that you really think that's what you said. The man wants to say organism, but instead of saying organism, he said orgasm. I'm seeing friend I laugh of time. I may say, if you and you hear the man say it so many times, and you never corrected him, but you laugh of time. I don't really appreciate that. Way you know, are your friend. So me no want nobody laugh after my friend. So me I gotta tell my friend when to say it the right way, right? Because the two words sound so similar, and yet me say I and I laugh after the man, and you say and the man a friend. Me not appreciate that at all. You know, even if you laugh, you're supposed to correct him that he not embarrass himself in a crowd. Another thing like the word Smith. People, a lot of Jamaicans say Smith. Smith is Smith, you know. But like I say, you know, people come from different parts of the of Jamaica, so then we say they mess it up. Simple as that. It's not a crime. Then the word family, a lot of people say family. Me and her a family man. And her a family. You know, so those are the kind of things that we mess up sometimes. But that does not mean you're better than me, I'm better than you. I might not can't call the word so well, you know, but that doesn't mean you have to make me feel bad about it, you know. So with Patois is a lovely language. I mean, love it so much that I will go anywhere and speak the language. I went to my granddaughter's school one time when they had culture day. Never wanted to cook, never wanted to bring any kind of Jamaican clothing because we don't really have any traditional clothing except for the piece of um, plaid cloth for them claims that we use in independent time. And that is not even something that I don't know where that came from or that came into being, but I wouldn't consider that a material for Jamaica really, except for the flag color, the black, green, and gold. And I went to this school and they had like five third grades in that school. So once I teach this class, then another class come in and I teach them for like 20 minutes or 25 minutes. Five different third grade classes I taught the patois. And I was surprised a lot of children would understand because some of them have Jamaican fathers, Jamaican mothers, and some of the teachers are Jamaican husband or Jamaican boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever. So it was, to me, it was lovely. And I felt so proud teaching my language. I felt so proud teaching the Jamaican language in a school. So nobody can tell me nothing about my language. I went to St. Croix and I was witnessing going from house to house. And believe you me, there were these three guys, three Rasta guys were, you know, where I was talking to them and everything, and they were listening to me and asking me questions out of the Bible, and I would find it and explain to them and whatever. And then we walked away and was going somewhere else, and they run me down and want me tell them stuff again. So one of the ladies who was in the group with me, she said, you know the reason why they listen to you so much? Because they love your accent. I said, well, my dear, if they love the accent, me I will use it at my advantage. Because if him love to hear me talk, why not use it to win a soul? Not true. You know, the somebody love your language, and I gotta talk to them often. Yes. So that's what I did. I went to England. People had talked to me in a patois. White man, you know, white man had talked to me in a Jamaican because them love it, you know. They love it. Only we Jamaicans, especially those who travel. The one that will travel, them one like say them know they want to give up their language to them come to England and then come to America. And then that Canada, them are going like say, then I speak Patois. Well, me understand it. You might feel it like you're above it, but me, I can't. I don't care where I've gone to live. Me have to embrace my Patois because other people when they come from their country, they not live their language, you know. You hear them attack, especially when they know why you know them I say them talking in their language. So when me know why you know me say that me I go do too. If you know why you know me, when me I talk, me I go talk in my Patois too. You understand? And sometimes when we don't want to understand, we're talking about patois. Simple as that. So our patois is not a put down or something inferior. Hmm? It's not inferior. It is your language. Embrace it and love it. Every other country have a little dialect that they use, and they don't expect people to put them down. So we have to learn to respect each other as accent and culture, and sometimes because we don't speak a certain way, we know the English, you know, we speak in English, but because we're not speaking it in their accent. Oh, you expect me to have your accent? I'm not born here. Eh? Oh, you expect me to have an English accent when I'm not born in England? Or you expect me to have an American accent when I'm not born in America? As long as we give you English, take it or leave it. You understand? Because you go to school, you see people from all over the world and they are doing their work and they're getting good grades, although they're not born in the English speaking country. They get good grades, you know. So, my people, if you are Jamaican, embrace your patois, teach your children. That means if push come to shove and them go to Jamaica, they're not fit in. They can fit in. Sorry about that. They can fit in when they go to Jamaica. And then I go overcharge them because when I chat the patois, then I don't know the difference. And I say, well, I want to look like in my Jamaican. Yes. You understand? Because sometimes I have a way for one overcharge because they feel like saying I know what go on. But you have to chat the patois man. I know an American guy in Barney, but I don't know if he learn the patois so well. So when you go to Jamaica, you think they can't pull off the fast one pan him. Mm-mm. I say, where you going with, boy? Where you going with? Me not pay that for that, man. Me not pay so much. Yeah, but I'm not a Jamaican. So, it's a matter of tell you sometimes your accent, I mean your patois, kind of give you like a props. You understand? So, we love our patois and we embrace it and we're not dropping it to please nobody. We're not bite up with tongue to please nobody. Sometimes we might say the wrong thing. You understand? A lot of people might say the wrong thing, especially the older people where some of them never gone to college or whatever and they can't manage the English language or so. But that does not mean you must crush them. You understand? So lower up your patois here, my people, and I mean nobody put it on because you speak a patois. And because if you try to speak in the American accent, you're gonna look like you want something with them have. Speak English in your own accent. Uh-huh. And as long as and then we respect you more when you're speaking at you. I'm not try to come bite off my tongue. You ever bite your tongue, eh? It hurts so much. So stick with what you know. And if you are saying something and you know your word, you're gonna say the wrong word you're gonna say the word out of context. It better you stay simple. Don't try to complicate your life by trying to use word and go say the wrong thing. Then we laugh after you. You know, let me tell you something. I talk about compromise and the people that laugh me to sky. They laugh after me, you know. Yes, man. But then it not really bother me. You know, because me laugh after myself to when me realize that I made such a big mistake. I say, wow. Yeah, man. So I take care of myself till me sooner again, yeah, man. Yes, man, take care of yourself. Big up on yourself. Big up, big up, big up, big up. So remember to like and share the video. and leave a comment and subscribe, Tell your friend them about it and subscribe because I have so much more to talk about my culture. So until I see you later, peace out.